Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So since it is the first class, let's go with an introduction first, and then we'll detailedly explain about what are the syllables we have in AWS and how the course to be moved on. So let me introduce about myself first. I'm Parvin Lalmiran here. So I'm currently located in Chennai. About my profession, I have been working in an organization. So I had almost of 3.5 years of IT experience related to the cloud technology and at most of 2.5 years of experience in trainings. So in addition to my full-time work, I have been involved and doing some freelance projects and providing online trainings for both US candidates as well as Indian candidates. So these are my short intro about myself, guys. So I let you know to just introduce about yourself, and then that hopes we feel better how to be the course to be more on and what the structure to be more on for basic understandings. Can we, guys? We can just start in a random way.
Okay, let me go first. So myself, Vinay, based out in Bangalore, working in an IT organization for the last few years in a non-technical domain. And I have joined this course for, as I want to get into, as I want to become a cloud engineer and want to pursue my cloud engineering. Want to pursue my future in the cloud engineering role. I've joined this course.
Yeah, thanks, Vinay.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Varna Lakshmi. I am currently studying B.Tech in SRM, Chennai. Uh, I have joined the cloud to know more about cloud computing and about AWS mainly. I want to learn more things, so I took up this course. That's about me.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Swarna.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Anu, and currently I have work experience of around 1.5 years in same IT industry. I have joined this course to have a good knowledge about this domain and switch my job.
Okay. Your experience in what domain?
Uh, Primarily in DevOps, but it was just the basics because I was fresh graduate out of college, so it was not very deep.
Okay. But you're working in a technical domain and related to DevOps, like having on a cloud, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Anu.
Thank you.
Others, just go ahead, guys.
Hi all, myself Sandhya and I am from Andhra Pradesh and I am currently working in DXC technology. I have 4 years of experience. I need to switch my company like in DevOps. This is all about myself.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarabhi.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Vinarasi. Currently, I'm searching for a job. I am having 2.5 years experience in front-end domain. Now, I took a break, so I want to restart the career. So I started a course.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, I'm Sarabhi. I'm in Coimbatore. Working in IT sector.
Sarvesh, you are not audible.
Are you hearing? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Now is audio clear?
Yeah, much better.
I'm Sarvesh. I'm our Coimbatore. Currently, I'm working in IT sector in 6 months. I have to enhance my knowledge to cloud. So I pursuing cloud AWS. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Sarvesh.
Yeah, hi, good evening. I'm Saravana Kumar. I'm from Tamil Nadu. I have 4 years experience.
Yeah, hi, Sam. In what domain you have 4 years of experience?
Currently, I'm working in technical support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Pavitra. Sorry. Hi, I'm Pavitra. I'm working as a procurement analyst for the past 7 years, and I'm from Chennai.
Okay.
hi, this is Nagendra. Currently, I have 1 year of experience as a desktop support engineer. I am looking to switch job as a cloud engineer currently.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Pavitra, I have not heard about you. Can you please re-again? So what I have done
Hi,
to you?
hi, this is
No, not
Nagendra.
you,
Uh,
not Nagendra, and I'm just asking for Pavitra. I'm fine with Nagendra.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Pavitra. Can you please come again?
Sorry, can you?
So I have not heard about your speech. Like I can't get you clearly. So can you please
Okay.
come again? What you have done for?
Yeah, I'm Pavitra. I'm from Chennai, and I have experience of 7 years in procurement background, and I've chosen data analyst as my courses, and AWS is part of data analyst course.
Okay. You have already done with data side, and you have just combined the course of AWS with data, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you, Pavitra.
thank you.
Hi, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. This is Gopika. I'm from Tanjavur. I work last 5 years in non-IT, so I need to improve myself. So I joined cloud.
Okay. Thank you, Gopika.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. This is Sridhara. I have 1 year teaching experience. Now I wanted to restart my career in IT. That's why I choose data analyst course. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Shikala. Yes. What about Asma? And Asma and Divya, you can just go ahead.
Ma'am, one thing, ma'am, are you starting the recording?
Yeah, it's ongoing.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's
Okay.
not visible for you, me.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let's begin it. Asma, I think you're talking. We are not getting you. You can either text it or audio is no problem. Okay, hope my screen is visible here. Is it visible, guys? Any troubles?
Yes, yes, visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So actually, this is your Besant AWS syllabus. So I can just give you a brief intro about what are the syllables we have, and that makes you a good understanding what are the topics we are going to cover and how the session will be moving forward. The first thing is the basics of cloud. We'll be going with life before cloud and what life after cloud is going on. So everything will be comes under the basics of cloud, and we have deployment models of cloud. So we have IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So along with that, we have a deployment cloud of hybrid, public, and private. So this is called as service models of cloud. And we do have another models that is called deployment models that is called private, public, and hybrid models. So this is everything will be getting future to be used of having a different cloud services. So which is not comes under the practical parts, but just for your knowledge, we'll be teaching it. And what are the things we are going to learn is first basics of cloud, and then what is AWS, why AWS, and some concept of what is AWS and who renovated, why we are being using, not be using like Azure, GCP, comparing to other cloud providers we have, that is Azure, GCP, IBM, everything will be comes under cloud providers. One among them is AWS. So why we are just taking AWS instead of taking that those services and those providers, and that will be getting in a detailed way. And then the concept that is called domain in a sense. So we have concept of VPC. That VPC comes under networking domain, and we have concept of EC2. EC2 will becomes under compute domain, and we have concept of S3. S3 comes under storage domain. So everything will be detailedly viewing it. And here compute denotes EC2, and storage for S3 we are getting services. Database, we are just taking off RDS and DynamoDB as a service. In networking, we'll be going forward of VPC, and security and application. Both will be comes under SNS, SQLs, and so on. So here in AWS, we have n number of services. So we'll go with the AI, ML, and every architecture things, everything will be getting involved. But how we are just going with this, which is leading in the market. So as of now, what is in a current trend? Everything will be getting teaching by way. And you will be getting one AWS free tier account in a sense. For your own risk, you will be getting to be create of account, AWS account, to have an hands-on and to have a basic theoretical part. So every individual candidates will be getting one AWS account to be create of your own by using either credit or debit card. So no worry about the card things. That is safer side. It is not going to do any of unofficial things. So we'll be protecting that particular things. And this is comes under AWS free tier. Free tier in a sense, based on the limitations, you can use it the applications. So what are the services we have? I have just justified, right? Everything you can just be do in a own hands-on things, but based on the limits, you can just perform your task. And till the course ends, you need to maintain that account, not to get suspended. If you are just leaving a simple right, what happens? It will be getting a huge amount of build, and when it is built right, that will be getting automatically suspended. So we are not going to pay the bill actually. So that if you are just not going to pay the bill, the account is not going to respond. That is automatically going to be suspended. So no worries, you can just create another account, but in sake of lack of applications, we don't need n number of accounts to be created for just this particular course. So just be in a safer side of having AWS account creation. So I will be guiding you how to create an account and what are the best practice to be do. And here the
one doubt here. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Parveen here.
Parveen, okay. So when we create this AWS account, will it be a free account or a subscription based account?
So for the basic, initially you need to pay for, I guess it is $1 or $2, and that will be getting refund actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And guys, you will
Ma'am,
be
one doubt,
getting,
ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, while joining in Besant, they told like they will provide an account which we can use it. So we don't need to create the account.
No, that is not possible. You need to create for your own, for your hands-on. So since it is a free, if it is paid, they will be getting you provide. But since it is a free and you need to do in an individual manner, you need to create an account here. Yep. Okay. And you will be getting lack some things, like some candidates will be getting lack of creation of account. So while your card is not supporting, or if your card is not unavailable of having international transaction, you will be getting error of having an account. And that time you can just inform me. I will be assisting you with the help of a demo account, which is required from my side. So I will be helping you out like in that way. So best practice to be create of your own to perform your hands-on task. And then this is the main thing. We are just diving into the services. First, we'll be going with virtual private code, that is VPC, comes under the networking domain. So what we are going to learn is how to the network to be created in an isolated manner and for a private and a public manner with the help of IP addresses. Everything will be getting discussed into the VPC. You can just create a network not to get interact with the other malfunctioning networks and other private or public things. You are just going to create an isolated networking things for your own, and there will be a hands-on to be created. And then EC2, it is comes under the compute domain. What literally we are going to do in EC2 is you can just launch a server here. So you can just create a server, and with the help of different OS, we have n number of OS. That is mandatory. We have Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. And along with that, based on your requirements, we can just create of Linux flavors like having SUSE Linux, Red Hat, Ubuntu, and the applied things, which is able to comes under free tier eligible. You can just use it of your own. And then what you can do is you can just configure the storage here, and the networking things you can customize. Everything you can be involved to create of the server. Once you have created a server, we can just do a small mini projects here. That is how to host a website. Like you can just create a web applications here. For the best practice of helping out, you can just create a EC2 server, and these are the configurations we are going to do it. Storage, it is comes under S3. So you can just store particular files and folders here. The folders will be calling as S3 bucket here, and files will be pronouncing as object. So you can store n number of files and data. Consider to be you are just working in a project. In a EC2 server project, you are getting implement of like website hosting, like having consider to be you are just hosting a website related to the gym trainer. So your application, what are the application you have hosted, that particular data is to be stored where. So that storage will be comes under S3 here. You can just link down EC2 and S3 here for having a server in EC2 and data to be stored in a storage. That is S3. So these types will be helping out of storage classes. Load balancing and auto scaling. These topics will be comes under EC2 only. So how to balance the load and how the scalability will be getting function. Everything will be comes under hands-on practice while comes in the topic of load balancing. Here the 30% will be comes under the theory, and rest of the things will be comes under practical while go with the load balancing and auto scaling. Route 53 is nothing but DNS service. So we have domain name server. So here you can just register your domain and you can just host your website. Consider you can just running your own business. So for that, you need to get a domain name. So if you are just starting a boutique in a sense, you need to get a name of the boutique and you need to launch a website related to a particular boutique, in which region, in which zones, everything you need to implement it. For the things, you can just go with the concern of Route 53 here. And we have a types of routing. So within region or apart from international or in a global thing, everything of your own choice, you will be choosing the routing policy and which is suitable for your environment. CloudFront. CloudFront is nothing but the delivery content we have. So what the content we have, we need to deliver for the user who is just asking. In it is like storing a particular histories as a catchy, and that will be getting search of the nearest location and that particular user's request of what the information is that will be getting delivered to the user. Consider to be the user in US and we are the client from India. So user from US is requesting some information. What we can do is we can take this particular information by searching the nearest location we have. And then we can just fetch that particular information and then we can just deliver to the US user who is just been requested. So
Your
this will
voice is
become under
tracking. Sorry. Hello.
audible for everyone or only the one candidate.
Madam, audible.
Okay. Okay. And then IAM. IAM is nothing but we are just giving the user for the access things. So you can just create a user here. You can just create a groups. And what you can do is you can just give a birth for the user. In a sense, without the access. Consider to be I'm just creating a user called Ram. And I've just created the user and Ram is just roaming here and there. Without the access of ID for the office, that is the organization, what Ram should can do? Nothing. He will be getting stand off the gate and he will be getting what the things is running out. So without the access, that is the ID, the proof to be get involved in the organization, he or she can't able to do anything. The same logic will be applies in IAM. We are just giving a birth for the user and a name and will be giving the permissions and the access. If you just allotted RAM for the read only access in a sense, RAM can able to read the process what is inside the AWS. And for the limited access, if you just involved in a sense, what are the access you have just limiting them, they will be getting updated and they will be getting the resource to be involved. So without the policy of the user is called as dummy user. So without access, without the policy, everything is not implemented to a particular user. That user is useless. So this is what we are going to do in a IAM. We are just giving the identity to the user and that with the help of identity, the user can able to perform the task inside the AWS. And then RDS. RDS will become under the database and it will be completely based on SQL database that is fully managed by the AWS infrastructure. So where the services comes under fully managed service, this is in a sense end to end will be managing by the AWS, that is cloud provider. And the same for DynamoDB, it is comes under NoSQL database, and here it will be comes under SQL database. The queries will be getting changed. There is no other the patching works. The queries from RDS will be in a SQL query based. DynamoDB will be comes under NoSQL queries database. And we have monitoring tool. So what we can do is life before cloud. If you are going to run a business, it is an offline business or online business, you guys need to sit and you guys need to monitor the things. What the application is going on, what will be happening in the back end, what will be happening in the front end. Everything you guys need to monitor. So when AWS, that is cloud came, what happens in a sense, we have two monitoring tools. One is called Cloud Trial and another one is called CloudWatch. CloudWatch is a core service. Cloud Trial is not under the core service. So what you can do is, if you're going with the EC2, you are created a server and you need to maintain that server. That is, you need to monitor what the server is performing, how it is performing. You need to get a record and you need to submit the report to the client. So instead of sitting quietly to monitor the server, what you can do is you can just implement a CloudWatch to the EC2. Basically, you are just integrated. That is, we are just combining the CloudWatch and EC2. Something happens or something is not in a good way, the CloudWatch will be getting alert us like an alarm and will be getting stop of the resources if something goes bad. So this is what the monitoring do. So instead of we are going to sit and watch simply, if we integrate with CloudWatch or CloudTrail, that work will be getting smooth without our restless sleeps. And at last, we have two services called SNS and SQS. So SNS will become under notification service. SQS will become under the messaging service. So in normal terms, if we are not in a professional thing, if we are in a personal thing in a sense, if we need to communicate something, we can go with a WhatsApp or in a phone call. But an organization who is in deep of having AWS cloud using the things, what they do is they will be getting communication with the help of SQS. So they will be updating everything, what the resource need to share, what need to be identified, everything will be communicate via SQS. And in SNS what it do is if something you need to get alert, if something you need to get notified, you will be getting notified via the application called SNS. So simply it will be comes under simple notification service. You will be getting notification what are the work you have done, and if you need to just remember the things, you can go with SNS. That's it. So this is all about your syllables. Is there any doubts in this?
Regarding the database topic, like we have SQL and then non-SQL thing, right? So, I mean, is there any requisite that we should be knowing the SQL language for that? I mean,
No, there is no need of knowing something via the services. All everything will be teaching from your scratch. So there is no need of queries to be learned. That is comes under the format of SQL. That's it.
Okay.
And I like to share. So this is your syllabus actually. So here the course eligibility is the coding and programming language is not needed. Either it is a source code or any type of programming language that is not needed here. And Linux command will be using that I will be teaching you in a basic way when it is needed. So in creation of server, right? While you are implementing things or just configuring the application we use, everything will be configured via the commands. That particular commands related to the Linux that will be teaching you whatever it is necessary that will be teaching you. And non-IT or IT, anything is fine to learn this AWS course. And fresher, experience or career gap, everything is pretty fine. So what you need is a good network and a laptop and then an AWS account. And the task you need to get practice day by day or weekly once, what I'm just giving you. So your task and the projects, everything will be notified by your Besant team. That is what are the tasks I'm just giving you out. Your completion is mandatory and that will be recording by the Besant team. So your coordinator will be getting monitored. So in lack of attendance, they will be getting you monitor, and if you are just facing some issues, they will be getting you guidance for that. And my way of teaching will be everything will be starting from a scratch. Whether you know something or if you don't know something related to the AWS, I don't mind that. So my way of teaching is from scratch. I'm just going to be teach from scratch to advanced level. And your session timing will be 8, that is 8 p.m. About to 8:05, this session will be getting started. To wait for the people who are just in a organization or working in office time, we need to wait for them too for a little concern. So for the 5 minutes, we'll be getting waited. And if you're just having in case of emergency not getting to attend of the class, you just inform me period in the group. That is fine to have. If you're just facing issues or if you have some issue, having emergency things, medical emergency or some work stubborn, and you have just stuck in a meeting, everything is fine. But information in a period, that will be getting fine to have it. And this is completely weekdays, that is Monday to Friday. Any doubts in that, guys? Is that all good?
It's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Share the syllabus in group. Madam.
Sorry, someone is speaking. I just not getting you.
Just share the
Ma'am, please
syllabus
share
part
the syllabus.
syllabus part in group.
Yeah, I will do.
Yeah, thank you.
And I got message from Asma. Asma, you're from Puducherry and started the career as fresher. Yeah, thank you, Asma. Okay, guys. So the session will be getting fine to complete now. So from tomorrow, the session will be getting started as a new way. So today will be a completely introduction class. Tomorrow will be getting started of basics of cloud and what are the things we have. Okay, you can wind up the session now. And I will be sending you the link. Just hold on here. I will be sending you the reference link to create how to create a AWS account. Along with that, I am sending in a group of how to create a AWS account. Account creation link will be sending in a group. For the reference link, I will be sharing here. Just copy and paste in your notepad. When it is needed, you can just make a reference. Just hold on a minute.
Here you show the how to deploy the projects.
Sorry? I'm not getting you. Can you please repeat
Here
that?
you show the how to deploy the.
For now?
Here you show or practically show the how to deploy the projects in AWS.
Yeah. Once the course is getting completed, right, you will be getting a mini project to be submit, and I will be assisting you in that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I have just pasted the link, like how to create an AWS account. Copy this particular link and have it in your mobile or in a laptop. And I will be sending you the link to create a AWS account. This is a reference link. You can just watch it. If you're just getting any doubts, right, you will be get asked of tomorrow's session. So we'll be available for tomorrow, right? So we'll be getting assist you how to create a AWS account. Just try it, and you must need your AWS account within Monday. So Monday will be start doing of hands-on, which when each service is getting started. Any doubts in this, guys? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in a group. I will be assisting you. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll meet on tomorrow.
Thank you,
Okay,
madam.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.